I know for a fact that the eagles sometimes can serve as a warning. Okay. And with the dolphins coming prior to the wave, you see they're ahead of the wave. It reminded me of the scene in Twilight when the red jackets was coming. So it was like they're coming right here. Look, they're coming. They're coming. And then this really slow, wise, unbothered tortoise, it's like, who's coming? And then the dolphins are just like, they. Welcome back to your video. As we get started, thank all of you guys for tuning in. If and when it resonates, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. It's like a boost of energy for the channel, and it's definitely appreciated. Don't forget to check the chat, and those who chat live for the premieres or the live readings, I am offering you a free card pull for the full month of July. My email address is always in the description box or on the About tab here on YouTube. You can also message me or check out the products and services at astronauthoochie.etsy.com. We'll go ahead and get started. And I liked my humor. I'm corny. If you're new to the channel, bear with me. Don't leave. Don't block us. But when I saw this as is, immediately I noticed that this tortoise is facing forward. I'll do this so you'll stop being fuzzy. The tortoise is facing forward. The eagle is facing the left, as are the dolphins that are at the bottom of the deck. I know for a fact that the eagles sometimes can serve as a warning. Okay. And with the dolphins coming prior to the wave, you see they're ahead of the wave. It reminded me of the scene in Twilight when the red jackets was coming. So it was like they're coming right here. Look, they're coming. They're coming. And then this really slow, wise, unbothered tortoise, it's like, who's coming? And then the dolphins are just like, they, motherfucker, they coming. So I was so tickled. And as we open up with the reading, I would ask that you use your best judgment and visualize the cards, listen to the words, and take from it what you may get. Leave what else that doesn't resonate to the others we share. Not to just skip and start into the center, but do you guys notice that this looks like a bear? To me. With the ears, the head down, and the lighter nose that a bear normally has. So I was like, oh, y'all not slick? Sometimes the bear can represent hibernation as well as an awakening. And look at this eagle right here, facing to the left, just confirming that yes, there is most definitely something on the way. Whether it be the awakening, whether it's coming out of hibernation. For some of you, hibernation could be like this wintertime energy that is sometimes connected to the feelings of being out in the cold. The fruit aren't ripe. The harvest, is doing something, sleep. And with this awakening or coming out of hibernation, it's spring, we hungry, and I love the waterfall that is next to what looks like this sleeping bear, which could signify an overwhelming amount of something. Now, for some of us, especially those of you that may experience these waves for whatever collective you're a part of, if it's the chosen ones, the divine children, the crystal babies, the indigos, hell, the millennials, whatever the case may be, there could be a wave. I like waves. As we move into my 5th year on YouTube, even though I took a 2-year break and I just got back, Trust the wave you come in on is something that I would tell any creator or any of you that may have been hesitant, about to return, or just in hibernation from anything in life. Unexpectedly, which sometimes the ego represents, and surprisingly, there's a wave that just carries you. So while we do talk about and have talked about in the recent past, doing the work, physical work, labor, perfecting something, craftsmanship, value, morals, integrity, and all that kind of stuff, there are beautiful moments where you are asleep, there's this wave, and the next thing you know, you're ahead of it. And I'm talking to the leaders of this new generation, of a new age, of our collective, or whatever the earth, spirit, source, whatever they're concocting, whatever was written in the stars. There's something coming. And like the tortoise said, what? What's coming? And I'll take some clarifiers, but I wanted to start with your oracle card. So in all seriousness, I have another funny story that surprised me, and I'm always inspired. When I learned that the eagle has 2 lives or chooses to die early. And I was just like, what is that? What is that about? So the thing is, as the eagles age, the beak becomes bent. They can't feed themselves. And then, I don't know, something get wrong with their claws and their feet too. So what happens is the eagle has to choose to go into hibernation, which could take up to 150 days. And within this hibernation, break their own beaks on a rock or something. It grows back. And then they pull out their own claws, and then eventually they go back, which is a very painful, gruesome process. And it's like, it's either that or choosing to, I don't want to say die young, but to avoid the discomfort. So, a necessary hibernation for a rebirth could be the challenging aspect or the advice and warning for some of us. It's like, for lack of a better phrase, barbecue and mildew type thing. And I think either or are admirable, because we hear all the time that, the greatest kind of die young, and it doesn't have to be a physical death. It could be, metaphorical or philosophical. I could have just let, different projects that I started in the past die, because sometimes the discomfort of change or advancement could be, kind of complicated. Now, the tortoise, another thing that I think I recently learned, because I never knew a lot about animals, honey, but getting into tarot with the oracle cards, or just being around such beautiful, intelligent people, the tortoise is like the guardian of all animals on the planet, or at least there are some cultures that believe that. They represent good luck. So here we have the guardian of all, like I just said, this wave, you being a leader or having some sort of leadership role, and if nothing else, participating in whatever this wave is to come. All right. The tortoise is actually not the point of this card. This card is actually about the coral coves. So while we focus our attention on what looks to be the focus point, it's actually the surrounding. There may be a message, a warning, or something about your surroundings and or environment. Wisdom comes with this card, the number 17, and with the wisdom of ages guiding me, I move gracefully through life's currents with a greater perspective. Here could be life currents. And this smart-ass bird warning you that here it comes. I can't stop laughing. Another funny story. in no disrespect, do not block me, because we have a mixture of collectives here where some of us are very serious and sensual about their guides, their lights, and these creatures. And others of us do understand that life is serious enough and we can come together and laugh and play. I have a strong connection to air, as well as almost an infatuation with birds. However, I'm a brutally honest person and still find humor in darkness. So when I see people saying, yeah, the eagle, that's my spirit guide, and all these mystical, magical, beautiful things about the eagle, I'm like, do they know eagles? Like, eagles are intolerant. They don't really fool with people. Sometimes they can be mean, cruel, absent, distant. And in the spiritual realm, the eagle is like the tower moment, where it will kick you in the back to start what is about to be the tower. Not that you're experiencing that or that type of involuntary energy is coming through your reading. No, it's just the perspectives. Since we're talking about wisdom and perspectives, it's like this eagle is very serious, and it's usually no one's friend, but as a guide, it serves as a messenger or like a warning. And I know that I'm not tripping to see this big ass bear kind of camouflaged into the background near this waterfall. And waterfalls sometimes connect to the Ten of Cups. It may talk about soul mates, chords, and connections, overwhelming amounts of emotions. It can speak to abundance, as well as sometimes when you're doing different spiritual techniques, yoga, breathing, and or moon phases, rituals, there could be a flush or an overwhelming amount of something as you guys are transforming and ridding things that no longer serve you. The tortoise is also connected to the Knight of Pentacles. And so the Knight of Pentacles does teach us about patience, and much like the tortoise, this long-term energy. So if these are relationships that are coming out of the cold, I feel like there's significance or an importance that may be tied to longevity. There also could be a connection to the Lion's portal, which is August 8th, right? Because the tortoise, the oldest record for a living tortoise is 188. And it's ironic that I'm doing this reading, and just last night, the lion came up. And I thought about August and Leo season for some of you. So when I can't stop laughing, as the dolphins are saying, here they come. You know, for some of you, this situation may be in August. It also could be a person coming out of the cold, or a situation or relationship that has had you feeling in the cold. Whatever this hibernation is, where things may have slowed down or you took a necessary break. There may be changes in the near future. The tortoise represents balance, protection, and emotional depth. And I see that those 10 of cups are right there. As the dolphins are sometimes connected to my King of Cups, it talks about contentment and acceptance. Well, we can tolerate and handle whatever this is. Just like this big ass bear in this backdrop, the eagle is not bothered. There's also a large body of water in this waterfall. The eagle is not bothered. Another fun fact about the eagle, when the raven starts to pick at it, because they fight sometimes in the sky, the eagle does not respond. The eagle flies higher to an aspect where the raven can no longer breathe, and it's like, you gonna leave me alone or you gonna die? Okay? So there's that. It's like a choice. And this choice may affect, you know, your next move. So all of these metaphors are symbolic to something very simple, which talks about being slow and steady through whatever these awakenings are. And I just noticed, look at the number 16 when I say the eagle is the one that kick you in the back, and then next thing you know, it's a tower moment. I trip out. Oh, the eagle is my guide, and love and light. And I'm like, you don't know much about this motherfucking eagle. But it promotes growth. For some of you, this may be emotional growth. Others of you, it could be responsibility. Because the tortoise, the Knight of Pentacles, very responsible. The bear, however, we don't know if it reserved any resources for the cold and for this hibernation. And when it comes out, it's hungry and it's ready. So it has a connection to Five of Pentacles. So if I were to think about the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, I'm either thinking about slowing down to improve our health or taking action in a very practical manner to prepare for the next season. I also feel like where relationships or a situation may have felt cold or have left someone out in the cold, commitment and long term could have been the production, right, of that. So it's like now going through phases like that, you know that commitment is important to you or not important to you, or is or isn't important to that other person. Where this separation, this thing that once separated you guys, may be returning after some sort of awakening or awareness, because we have the sun coming out from the past and we have these three dolphins, you know, giving me kind of like the 3 cups or whatever, the 3 cups with the 10 cups, right? Happiness, celebration, but at the same time, an overwhelming amount of emotions due to, one, some sort of spiritual activation, telepathy, and all kind of other gifts and abilities that some of you may have, where a purge or something could have been in the recent past or in the near future. And then, like I said, in connection to any possible like relationship issues. Now, crossing this tortoise, right, that we all know the tortoise and the hare. The hare was like, I'm going to take a nap like this fucking bear. And because of the slow and steady, because of the consistency, because of I've done this before, because of I'm equipped for it, I have the patience for it, there may be some sort of win or a celebration for those who cross the finish line. And I think this bear who just chose to take a nap gonna wake up and realize it's a whole new season and there's some other shit going on. Okay? Especially with the new wave coming. So we don't want to get behind if we've taken a break from our own collectives, right? That's just like being a millennial versus like the Gen X. If millennials sleep too long and these Gen X kids is out here twisting and turning and doing their thing, I mean, they could be the leaders, whoever's in the lead. And I know some older people don't like to hear that, but I personally, as an oracle or messenger of some sort, I find it comical, entertaining, and cute to see 23-year-olds running circles around people my age and myself. I think that's adorable, and I think that that's progress. But it could be life-changing, life-shattering, or a wake-up call for someone else. Because you sleep. You sleep, and it's a whole new wave coming. So just be mindful of that. Now, good luck is something that many cultures talk about when it comes to the tortoise and the eagle. Some believe that seeing an eagle is a sign of good fortune and success. That may be true. I think being the second position, which is sometimes the challenge, or what's crossing, it's easy to say that it serves as a warning of some sort, more so than a good omen. But for some of you, it very well can be, because if the tortoise needed reassurance, knowing that I'm the slowest person, knowing that I'm this, that, and the other, the eagle is there like gracefully appearing, because I've had animals appear in my dream. They didn't move, they didn't say shit, they was just there, still and like beautiful. And so if the eagle is doing that to the tortoise, it is giving it a message, and it's telepathic with these 3 cups over here. It ain't going to say nothing. It probably won't even move, but there's going to be some silent understanding. Now, that sounds like the toxic motherfucker that's coming back. If this is a twin flame situation where it's no apology, and I know people like that. I haven't seen you. I haven't heard from you. We got into it the last time we talked. and you get a text, what you doing, where you at, or a phone call, what's good, like, okay. The eagle is empowerment. The coral coves is wisdom. So the noble bird, untethered by the cascades roar, exudes a deep-rooted confidence. Our confidence may be why the eagle is here, like I said, to provide some sort of reassurance and asking you to recognize your own triumphs and victories. Like the eagle, harness this to stand undaunted in the face of new challenges, because these dolphins said they coming. Now the tortoise suggests that while it's essential to respect and learn from the past, one should also remain open to the beauty and opportunities of the now, which is why the tortoise is facing forward and the dolphin and the eagle is looking to the past. But guess who else is facing forward? This damn bear. So it does talk about the present moment. There's beauty and opportunities in the present moment, but the challenge is his eyes is closed and the opportunity may not see it and it may not see the opportunity. So you got to come up for some air for some of y'all. If you're introverted, if you're a hermit, if you're a very emotional being, this energy, the solar plexus possibly needing some work, things of that nature. I think that that's kind of cool. There is beauty all around you. Open your eyes. And that's what I thought was so funny, because I'm looking at the tortoise, calling it the tortoise card, and it's the coral reefs which show the beauty around the tortoise. And look, you are, okay, I ain't gonna even say it, but you see it, because it's like maybe this tortoise even became so beautiful because of these reefs and like being a reflection of its environment. That's super cute. All right. Now I will ask for some advice from Spirit, not to be long-winded, because I'm doing some of my videos just short and sweet. If you are interested in the pick a cards or more detailed, like super detailed readings, I do have those. Those are actually my gift. 1 hour, hour and 15 minutes, 2-hour lives. We do those. So make sure you hit that notification bell. Spirit, can I have a clarifier for my coral cave? You see how I'm showing some respect. I'm not saying the tortoise card. We're going to get the coral cove. We got the Page of Wands. Okay. The Page of Wands is excitement. And patience is a beauty for the Page of Wands, because this does talk about like a thought, but well, an act without the thought, without a thought. For some of you, because this page is sitting at this table, putting a stamp on this letter, this may be some news. It may be a text or a message that wasn't well thought out, like somebody blurting out, I love you, before they even knew it. It also talks about raw energy. Now the tortoise is moving slow and wanting everything beautiful and like it's peace and that's what's up. But the Page of Wands does talk about dedication and devotion, as well as, you know, being in the family of action. It's given hermit, now that I've said that out loud, because the hermit always has the lantern or a candle of some sort. So you got this tortoise, earthy energy with these lanterns or these wands. And I feel like with the hermit, it puts us in that environment of some things that may be in the material world, or someone being spiritually barren, and that does ignite a relationship or twin flame situation to take a turn, because you represent that spiritual enlightenment, that spiritual luxury. And once they're out in the world and realize that there aren't many people like you, they have a need for and a desire for and almost a thirst and a longing for that spiritual connection. So someone who may be awakening and spiritually barren, that could be intolerant to emotions with this big ass waterfall right there. It's like you the waterfall and they the bear, and it's like, I'm not equipped for this shit. I'm very grounded, and what I will do is just sit still. Okay, but for one reason or another, there may be some movement. And as I say that, I have the big daddy here, the King of Wands, which could represent fire for some of you guys, masculine energy, he's looking to the past and in the book. So there's something about the present moment and a message. And then there's this story that was written about the past, someone reflecting on it, kept it, learning from it, with all of these, once again, wands. It's a dangerous situation though, because all these wands are sitting on this damn bed sheet, like if they fall, he ain't going up in flames with it. So that's very interesting. And look at that. It's like the fire hazard and the solution. So whatever areas of your life, there may have chaos or some kind of danger, she has a cup. So it's like these energies are resolutions within themselves. I know she represents the feminine of feminine, and he represents the masculine of masculine. So it could represent this divine being that you're becoming, and serving a warning to whatever the kundalini rising and or awakening symptoms are that you could be experiencing. I guess sources like, you said you weren't gonna be long this time. Okay, here's the Tower. As I was going to ask for clarifiers for the ego and was rushed, but I told y'all stop playing with this ego, and I told y'all that King of Wands sitting there with all them damn candles on that sheet. Look what happened. For some of you, this is brainstorming. It's an aha moment and an idea, an unexpected awakening. Okay, or they're kicking it back from the eagle. It also came with this Page of Swords. So 2 pages talks about an alliance, where if there was an unexpected breakup or something like that, what's this unexpected alliance that comes of it? And then with the Tower and the glass break, the emergency, the unexpected money, the unexpected visitor, the unexpected just life situation that requires some sort of solution. The Page of Swords could talk about research, investigating, asking questions, being annoying as hell, because I know that's one of the annoying features of Aquarius. Not going to hold you. And it's like you asking all these damn questions, the ego ignorant. I just told y'all that. And here comes this Tower where it's some ignorant about to happen because of all of this immature energy, and then these old wise animals coming out with this immature energy clarifying it is insane. And then the King of Wands, every time I shuffle, comes right back, rightfully so, to the bottom of the deck. But hey, look at this. One of my clarifiers when I'm just rambling, the Ace of Swords and the Sun card will always come out for you, girl. And here you have it. So we have Leo, we have the Sun, we have the masculine. And for some of you in this situation, it is the masculine. There may be a new wave of information coming. So all of you that have gifts and abilities that have this telepathic energy, get ready for it. And also prepare to take it slow, take it easy. For whatever side effects and symptoms you may experience from such an event. Now, if there's a husband, a biological father, and a son in a situation where there was something that may not have been well thought out, and we need to take our time with it and build some sort of alliance, do some sort of research, I don't know, send off some sort of letter, apply for a thing, there you have it. That is what I have. And I do hope that it helps.